15 September 2020 adalah hari bersejarah bagi Israel, Uni Emirat Arab, dan Bahrain. Perdana Menteri Israel Benyamin Netanyahu, Menteri Luar Negeri Bahrain Abdul Latif Rashid Al-Sayani, dan Menteri Luar Negeri Uni Emirat Arab dan Kerjasama Internasional Sheikh Abdullah bin Zayed Al Nahyan sepakat menandatangani Perjanjian Abraham yang menandai hubungan damai ketiga negara itu atas prakarsa Presiden Amerika Donald Trump.
Perjanjian Abraham bukan hanya menguntungkan Israel, sebab umat minoritas di Uni Emirat Arab dan Bahrain dijamin kebebasan beragama. Bagian terpenting dari Perjanjian Abraham adalah keinginan mengakhiri radikalisme dan konflik untuk menyediakan masa depan yang lebih baik bagi generasi mendatang.
Perdamaian dua negara Arab dengan Israel dalam waktu 1 bulan merupakan pencapaian luar biasa Presiden Trump. Di masa lalu, Israel dan Mesir berdamai pada tahun 1979. Lalu Israel dan Yordania tahun 1994. Keduanya atas peranan Presiden Amerika, tetapi dicapai oleh dua presiden berbeda, yakni Jimmy Carter dan Bill Clinton.
Namun tidak semua orang bahagia mendengar kata perdamaian. Presiden Palestina Mahmud Abbas mengutuk kesepakatan damai tersebut. Abbas bahkan mengancam akan memutus segala bentuk hubungan dengan Israel dan Amerika. Kemarahan juga muncul di Iran yang selama ini mendukung kelompok teroris Hamas di Gaza dan Hezbollah di Lebanon.
Bagaimana dengan Anda di Indonesia? Fakta Israel mengajak Anda mendukung perdamaian. Dengarkan pernyataan menyejukkan dari para pembuat janji damai Perjanjian Abraham ini.
The Abraham Accords also opened the door for Muslims around the world to visit the historic sites in Israel and to peacefully pray at Al-Aqsa Mosque in Jerusalem, the third holiest site in Islam. Actually lies that the Jews and Arabs were enemies and that Al-Aqsa Mosque was under attack. Constantly they would say it was under attack. These lies passed down from generation to generation fueled a vicious cycle of terror and violence that spread across the region and all over the world. These agreements prove that the nations of the region are breaking free from the failed approaches of the past. Today's signing says the people of the Middle East will no longer allow hatred of Israel to be fomented as an excuse for radicalism or extremism, so important. And the nations of the regions had to decide what kind of a future they wanted for their children and for their families and for their nation itself. No one could make that choice for them. They had to do that themselves. Today the world sees that they're choosing cooperation over conflict, friendship over enmity, prosperity over poverty, and hope over despair. They are choosing a future in which Arabs and Israelis, Muslims, Jews, and Christians can live together, pray together, and dream together, side by side in harmony, community, and peace. Once again,
I say, Assalamu alaikum. Peace unto thee. Shalom. And the blessings of the peace we make today will be enormous. First, because this peace will eventually expand to include other Arab states, and ultimately it can end the Arab-Israeli conflict once and for all. In future, Adonai oz le'amo yiten, Adonai yevarech et amo b'shalom. May God give strength to his people. May God bless his people with peace.
I stand here today to extend a hand of peace and receive a hand of peace. In our faith, we say, O God, you are peace, and from you comes peace. The search for peace is an innate principle, yet principles are effectively realized when they are transformed into action. Today, We are already witnessing a change in the heart of the Middle East, a change that will send hope around the world.
Today is a truly historic occasion, a moment of hope and opportunity for all the peoples of the Middle East, and in particular for the millions in our younger generations. The declaration supporting peace between the Kingdom of Bahrain and the State of Israel is an historic step on the road to genuine and lasting peace, security, and prosperity across the region, and for all who live there, regardless of religion, sect, ethnicity, or ideology.
Jika Anda mendukung damai, berarti Anda harus mendukung Israel, sebab Israel terbukti selalu mau damai. Salam damai dari Fakta Israel.